It's a transformation so profound, so rapid, that it touches every single one of us. It doesn't matter if you're a doctor, a writer, a truck driver, a teacher, or running your own small business. The way we earn a living, the skills that matter, the very definition of a stable job, it's all being redefined right before our eyes by the unstoppable force of artificial intelligence. This isn't just about robots taking factory jobs anymore. This is different. This is bigger. Think. Back to the Industrial Revolution. Suddenly, farms weren't the center of the universe. People flocked to cities, factories sprang up, new skills were needed, old ones faded. It felt chaotic, scary, but it fundamentally reshaped society and work for centuries. We're living through something similar today, but on rocket fuel. The idea, speed, the scale, the sheer intellectual complexity of this shift fueled by AI is unlike anything humanity has experienced before. And look, you might be feeling a mix of things right now. Maybe excitement about the possibilities. Maybe curiosity about what it means for you. Or maybe, just maybe, a little knot of anxiety in your stomach. A worry about your future, about your job, about your kids' future jobs. If you're feeling, "That last one, please," no, you are not alone. It's a natural human response to massive uncertainty. But here's the thing. What if I told you that understanding this shift, looking it square in the eye, is the absolute best thing you can do right now? Because within this transformation, amidst the jobs that will fade, lie unprecedented opportunities. And I'm not just guessing. I've been diving deep, exploring the latest insights from some of the most respected global organizations. In particular, the World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs Report 2025 paints a remarkably clear picture of how AI is already dramatically reshaping our workforce. And, critically, it exposes the #1 skill that companies around the globe are desperately seeking in 2025, the skill that will be your North Star in this changing landscape. We are absolutely going to uncover that together in this conversation. Before we truly dive into the heart of this, into the specifics of jobs gained and lost, into the skills that will set you apart, do me a favor. If you're not already, please take a second, hit that subscribe button, and ring the notification bell. By doing that, you're ensuring you don't miss these crucial insights that could genuinely help shape your career, your understanding, and your approach to the future. Consider it equipping yourself for the journey ahead. Now, let me start with something that became profoundly clear to me as I researched this topic, something that shifted my entire perspective. It's this: fear, almost across the board, has zero utility. Think about it. When we're gripped by fear, fear of losing our job, fear of being left behind by technology, fear of the unknown future, what does it actually do for us? It freezes us. It narrows our vision. It makes us react from a place of scarcity, scarcity of time, scarcity of opportunity, scarcity of worth. But what if you could shift that perspective? What if you could tap into something deeper, something that feels almost quantum, where you sense that, in the grand cosmic dance, you've already navigated the challenges, you've already achieved the growth you deeply desire. Everything happening now, everything that feels like a struggle or a setback, isn't happening to you as punishment. It's happening for you as a lesson, a guidepost, a necessary part of the journey to get you where you're meant to be. Embracing that mindset, understanding that challenges are lessons, not personal attacks from the universe, is the key to approaching massive change like this with clarity, curiosity, and courage, rather than crippling fear. It allows you to see the landscape not as a threat, but as fertile ground for growth and opportunity. The truth is, AI isn't some distant, future concept. It's here. It's in the apps on your phone, the recommendations you get online, the tools companies are implementing today. It's already transforming industries in ways many people haven't even begun to fully process. Think about it. Just a year or two ago, powerful AI writing or image generation tools felt like something out of a sci-fi movie. Now, they're becoming commonplace tools. This isn't a slow creep. It's an acceleration. Sometimes, with changes this big, it's easier to first identify what's likely to recede, what old structures might give way, before we can fully grasp the new forms that will emerge. So, let's start there. Let's look at what parts of the familiar job landscape are beginning to fade. First, let's talk about the physical spaces we work in and the tasks associated with them. Number 1. The traditional office environment and the routine administrative tasks within it. Remember the mad scramble back in 2020? The whole world suddenly had to figure out how to work from home. And guess what? For many, it worked. That forced experiment proved, on a global scale, that we don't need expensive, centralized office buildings filled with rows and rows of cubicles for a huge amount of work to get done effectively. The pandemic simply accelerated a trend that was already simmering. But AI is turbocharging this shift even further. How? By making remote collaboration even more seamless. Imagine AI tools that perfectly manage meeting schedules across time zones, that automatically summarize long email chains or video calls, that process and file documents without human intervention, that handle the initial layers of customer service inquiries before a human is needed. These aren't future possibilities. They're capabilities being integrated into software right now. This automation of administrative functions is chipping away at the need for traditional office infrastructure and many of the roles dedicated purely to these predictable tasks. The massive skyscrapers, once symbols of corporate power, with their endless floors of desks and filing cabinets, many are starting to look less like vibrant hubs of activity and more like relics of a different era. It's not just about where we work. It's about the kind of foundational work that AI is now capable of handling. Number 2. Predictable, repetitive white-collar work. This is where the shift becomes more personal for a lot of people. For decades, a stable, well-paying career often involved working with information, analyzing data, processing forms, writing reports, conducting research. If your job involves processing information in ways that are highly structured, repetitive, and predictable, AI is already learning to do it, often faster and cheaper. Think about basic accounting and bookkeeping. AI can now scan invoices, categorize expenses, reconcile bank statements, and even flag anomalies for fraud detection. Entry-level legal research? AI can sift through millions of legal documents and precedents in seconds, something that used to take junior associates hours, even days. Insurance claim processing, evaluating routine claims based on predefined rules, ripe for automation. Basic content creation, like generating simple product descriptions or summarizing news articles. AI is already doing it for many companies. Even routine medical diagnostics, like analyzing X-rays or spotting patterns in lab results. AI is proving remarkably adept, sometimes even surpassing human accuracy in specific tasks. The crucial point here is that these aren't only low-wage jobs. We're talking about positions that have traditionally been seen as stable, middle-class careers requiring specific knowledge and skills. The vulnerability isn't about the wage level, it's about the predictability and repetitive nature of the tasks involved. If an algorithm can be trained to do it consistently, efficiently, and at scale, those roles are fundamentally being re-evaluated. Number 3. Middle management layers. For years, management structures in many large companies have resembled pyramids. with layers upon layers of managers coordinating teams, tracking progress, and reporting up the chain. A significant part of a middle manager's job often involves information flow, task allocation, performance monitoring, and basic decision-making, based on established procedures. But guess what AI is exceptionally good at? Coordinating complex systems, tracking performance data in real time, optimizing workflows based on defined parameters, and generating automated reports. AI-powered project management tools can assign tasks, monitor deadlines, identify bottlenecks, and communicate status updates more efficiently than a human manager overseeing multiple projects. Performance analytics dashboards can provide direct insights to team members and senior leadership, bypassing layers of reporting. Companies are realizing they can flatten their organizational hierarchies. Instead of needing layers of human, managers solely focused on coordination and oversight. AI systems can handle much of that logistical heavy lifting. This frees up the remaining human managers to focus on higher-level tasks that require human judgment, empathy, strategic thinking, and coaching. The things AI can't easily replicate. So, roles purely focused on the logistics of management are becoming increasingly obsolete. Okay, so we've looked at some areas where jobs or tasks are receding, where the old ways of working are being challenged. It can feel unsettling, right? Like the ground is shifting beneath our feet. But here's the thing. This isn't just about jobs disappearing. It's about the fundamental nature of work changing. And with change comes the incredible potential for new things to emerge. New kinds of roles, new ways for humans to contribute that leverage our unique capabilities. This brings us to the exciting flip side of the AI revolution. What kind of jobs, what kind of human contributions become more valuable, perhaps even indispensable, in a world where AI handles the predictable and repetitive? Number 4. AI trainers, explainers, and supervisors. Think about this. AI is powerful, but it's not magic. It learns from data, and it often requires human guidance to be effective, fair, and safe. As AI systems become more widespread, there's a growing need for humans who understand how these systems work enough to train them, guide their development, correct their mistakes, and ensure they align with human values and goals. These roles aren't necessarily about deep computer science or complex coding, though those skills are certainly valuable. They are about understanding both the capabilities and limitations of AI and the nuances of human needs and context. Think of someone who curates the data used to train an AI, making sure it's unbiased and representative, or someone who analyzes the AI's outputs and provides feedback to improve its performance, like a content strategist who edits AI-generated text to make it sound more human, or a customer service expert who refines an AI chatbot's responses. There's a need for people who can explain complex AI decisions to non-technical audiences, AI explainers, or who can oversee autonomous systems, stepping in when the AI encounters something unexpected, AI supervisors. These roles require a unique blend of technical understanding and crucial human insight, judgment, critical thinking, and an understanding of real-world complexity. Number 5. Experience creators. Machines are brilliant at processing data, identifying patterns, and executing tasks based on logic. But they don't experience the world in the way humans do. They don't feel joy, empathy, wonder, or connection. And in an increasingly automated world, the things that truly matter, the things people seek out and value, are often tied to rich, meaningful experiences. This is creating a massive demand for people who can design, curate, and facilitate compelling experiences, whether those experiences happen in a physical space, a purely digital environment, or increasingly, in hybrid realities that blend the two. Who are these people? They are experienced designers who craft the flow of a user journey, both online and offline. They are community builders who foster connection and belonging in online forums or physical spaces. They are wellness facilitators who use technology and data, perhaps generated by AI, to help people improve their physical and mental well-being, but provide the crucial human touch, empathy, and motivation. They are cultural translators, helping bridge understanding in a hyper-connected world. They are even ethical experience curators, ensuring that the way we interact with technology, including AI, is respectful, private, and beneficial. These roles tap into our uniquely human capacity for empathy, creativity, and understanding the emotional and social dimensions of life. Number 6. Human-AI collaboration specialists. Perhaps the most powerful outcome of the AI revolution isn't humans versus AI, but humans working with AI in a symbiotic partnership. The goal isn't to replace humans entirely, but to augment human capabilities, making us more effective, more creative, and capable of tackling problems previously thought too complex. This future requires people who are experts at making this collaboration seamless and productive. We're seeing the rise of roles like AI collaboration coaches who train teams on how to effectively use AI tools to enhance their work. There's a need for workflow redesigners who can restructure business processes to integrate AI tools effectively, ensuring humans and AI work together harmoniously. Human-AI interface designers are crucial for creating intuitive and effective ways for people to interact with AI systems. And there's even the concept of augmented decision specialists, experts who understand how to combine human intuition and judgment with AI-driven insights to make better, more informed decisions. These roles highlight a fundamental truth. AI is a tool, and like any powerful tool, from a hammer to the internet, its impact depends on how we choose to use it. The jobs of the future will increasingly involve knowing how to wield AI to amplify our own potential and solve problems collaboratively. As we talk about these shifts, about what tasks are automated and what human capacities become more valuable, it leads us to another dimension of this transformation, one that few are openly discussing, but which I believe is incredibly important: the spiritual and psychological dimensions of work. For generations, for many people, a significant part of their identity and purpose was tied to their job, often routine labor required for survival. But what happens when routine labor is increasingly handled by machines? What happens when we have more space, not just physical space, but mental and emotional space, freed up from the repetitive grind? This shift forces us, individually and collectively, to confront deeper questions. What truly gives our lives meaning beyond earning a paycheck? How do we cultivate genuine connection with others in a technologically mediated world? What are we here as humans to create that goes beyond predictable outputs? What is our unique contribution to the world? This isn't just abstract philosophical musing. It's becoming incredibly practical. Companies are beginning to understand that attracting and retaining the best talent in the future won't just be about salary or benefits. It will be about providing an environment where people can explore these deeper questions, where they feel connected to a larger purpose, where their work allows them to express their unique human creativity and empathy. The businesses that understand and address these fundamental human needs will be the ones that thrive in the age of AI, because they will attract the humans who are doing the work that AI cannot do. This brings us perfectly to the data, because while we can speculate about the future, we also have concrete insights into what skills are already in high demand today and will be critical in the very near future. The World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs Report 2025 lays this out. Clearly, they identified the 10 skills that will matter most in 2025. Let's count them down. And as we do, think about how each one relates to the world we've just described. Number 10. Systems analysis. Understanding how systems work, how different parts interact, and how changes in one area affect others. In a world of complex AI-integrated workflows, seeing the big picture is vital. Number 9. Complex problem solving. AI can solve predictable problems, but novel, ambiguous, or multifaceted problems that require creativity and judgment still require human minds. Number 8. Active learning and learning strategies. The half-life of skills is shortening. The ability and willingness to learn new things constantly and to learn how to learn effectively is paramount. Number 7. Resilience, stress, tolerance, and flexibility. Change is constant and fast. Being able to adapt to uncertainty, manage stress, and remain flexible in the face of disruption is key to thriving. Number 6. Leadership and social influence. While middle management structures may change, the need for human leaders to inspire, motivate, build teams, and navigate complex human dynamics remains essential. Number 5. Critical thinking and analysis. AI provides information and analysis, but humans must evaluate that information, question assumptions, identify bias, and make informed judgments. Don't blindly trust the algorithm. Number 4. Technology design and programming. While not everyone needs to be a deep tech expert, understanding the principles of technology, how systems are designed, and potentially basic programming empowers you to interact with and shape technology, not just be passively used by it. Number 3. Technology use, monitoring, and control, and AI and big data skills. This confirms the need for AI literacy we discussed. Earlier, you need to know how to use AI tools, monitor their performance, and understand the data they produce. This is foundational in an AI world. Number 2. Creative thinking. AI can generate content based on patterns in existing data, but it struggles with true novelty, imagination, and out-of-the-box thinking. Human creativity, the ability to come up with entirely new ideas, concepts, or solutions, becomes incredibly valuable. And finally, the skill crowned as the absolute #1 most sought-after skill in 2025, according to the World Economic Forum. Analytical thinking. Why analytical thinking? Because in a world awash with data and powered by AI, the ability to break down complex information, identify trends, evaluate data, and make logical deductions is absolutely critical. AI provides the tools to process data at scale, but humans are needed to ask the right questions, interpret the findings, identify potential errors or biases, and translate those insights into meaningful strategies and actions. Analytical thinking is the human intelligence that directs and evaluates the artificial intelligence. It's the filter, the guide, the sense-maker. The WEF report isn't just projecting. It's based on data from leading companies. And their projections are stark. By 2025, 75% of companies expect to adopt AI technologies. This isn't a niche thing. It's mainstreaming rapidly. They estimate that 85 million jobs may be displaced by this technological shift. But they also estimate that 97 million new roles may be created. And a staggering 50% of all workers will need complete reskilling or upskilling in the next few years. Look at those numbers. More jobs created than displaced. But the nature of those jobs is different, requiring different skills. This isn't a future of mass unemployment, according to this data. It's a future of massive re-employment, requiring significant learning and adaptation. We cannot afford to fear these tides of change. Fear leads to paralysis. It makes us cling to the past. When we approach AI from a place of scarcity, thinking, it's going to take my job, there won't be enough to go around, we create struggle and anxiety. But when we approach it from a place of abundance and vision, seeing AI as a tool that can augment our capabilities, free us from drudgery, and unlock new potentials, we create opportunity. We position ourselves not as victims of the change, but as architects of the future. So, how do you prepare for this massive, accelerating shift? How do you position yourself to not just survive, but thrive and find meaning in the age of AI? Based on everything we've discussed, here are 5 practical steps you can start taking. Today, number 1, develop meta skills. Forget focusing solely on highly specific, technical job skills that might become obsolete quickly. Instead, invest in meta skills, abilities that transcend specific roles and are inherently human. We touched on these: creativity, emotional intelligence, the ability to understand and manage your own emotions and recognize and influence the emotions of others, crucial for collaboration. Systems thinking, seeing the interconnectedness of things. Ethical judgment, navigating complex decisions with integrity. These are the skills that make us uniquely human and our hardest. For AI to replicate, actively practice empathy, seek out opportunities to collaborate, work on projects that require creative problem-solving. Number 2, become AI literate. You don't need to go back to school for a PhD in computer science, unless you want to. But you absolutely need to understand what AI is, what it can do, and what its limitations are. Experiment with AI tools that are available now, like generative AI models. Read articles, watch videos, maybe take a basic online course explaining the concepts. Understand terms like machine learning, natural language processing, and how AI is trained. Knowing how to interact with AI, what to ask it, and how to evaluate its output is becoming a fundamental skill for almost every profession. Number 3, build and nurture a diverse network. In times of rapid change, your connections are invaluable. Your network isn't just about getting a job. It's about information flow, mutual support, learning about new opportunities before they're widely advertised, finding mentors, and discovering new pathways. Connect with people in different industries, different roles, and different stages of their careers. Online communities, professional organizations, even casual conversations can open doors you didn't know existed. The future is collaborative, and that includes collaborating with other humans to navigate change together. Number 4, cultivate spiritual and mental resilience. This ties back to the mindset shift we discussed. Change is inherently unsettling. Developing practices that keep you centered, grounded, and adaptable is crucial. This could be mindfulness, meditation, spending time in nature, journaling, physical exercise, pursuing a creative hobby, connecting with a faith community, or simply making time for reflection. Finding meaning and purpose outside of your job title provides an anchor when the professional landscape is shifting. It builds the inner strength to face uncertainty with courage. Number 5, embrace lifelong learning with enthusiasm. The idea of learning a skill once and having it last your whole career is a relic of the past. The half-life of technical skills, especially, is shortening dramatically. Committing to continuous learning isn't optional anymore. It's a necessity. But view this not as a chore, but as an incredible opportunity. The access to information and learning resources today is unprecedented. Online courses, webinars, tutorials, podcasts, books. Learn about your industry, learn about AI, learn about meta skills. Cultivate a deep sense of curiosity and a passion for acquiring new knowledge and abilities throughout your entire life. This is your superpower in the age of acceleration. The shift we are experiencing right now is more than just a technological upgrade in the workplace. It is, in many ways, an existential moment for humanity. It is forcing us to reconsider fundamental questions about human purpose, value, creativity, and potential. What does it mean to be human when machines can perform so many tasks that we used to rely on for income and identity? Those who approach this transition frozen by fear, clinging rigidly to the past, will likely experience significant suffering and disruption. The tide is coming in, and trying to build a wall against it is a losing battle. But those who approach it with vision, with curiosity, with a willingness to adapt, learn, and focus on what makes us uniquely human, they will find unprecedented opportunity. They will be the ones who not only navigate the changes, but help shape the age of abundance that AI can enable. Remember that idea about a God-sized dream. Facing changes this massive without some form of larger vision, without an understanding of the potential that lies beyond the disruption, can indeed feel overwhelming, even soul-crushing. But with the right mindset, with a focus on human potential, connection, creativity, and growth, this could very well be the most exciting time in human history to be alive. It's a time when, potentially, humanity has the opportunity to transcend much of the routine labor that has defined our existence and instead focus on what truly gives us meaning, what allows us to create beauty, build community, solve complex human problems, and explore the depths of our own consciousness. It is an opportunity to become more fully human. The path won't always be smooth. There will be challenges, adjustments, and moments of uncertainty. But armed with clarity, the right mindset, and a commitment to developing the skills that matter most, analytical thinking, creativity, emotional intelligence, adaptability, you are not just preparing for the future of work. You are positioning yourself to thrive within it. I've shared a lot about the potential changes and the skills needed, but this conversation isn't complete without your perspective. What aspects of this AI transformation are you most curious about? What feels most daunting to you? What emerging opportunities are you most excited about? Drop your questions, your thoughts, your own experiences in the comments below. Let's navigate this transformation together, learning from each other. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, for leaning into these important questions. I genuinely wish you health, clarity, and courage as you chart your course in this dynamic world. And if you found value in this conversation, if it sparked new ideas or offered a new perspective, please do hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can continue to be a part of this journey with me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you down the next rabbit hole.